Are you serious? Are you serious? Now, everybody saw this supposedly Trident II missile over the California skies that just literally shook everybody up Saturday night. Well, this should be a lot more concerning than what you saw. And that is this new weapon that the Chinese have. It's called an atmospheric vehicle, and it has the ability to shoot U.S. satellites out of the sky. Let me just share with you a report right now on what we're talking about.
China has conducted a test of an advanced new missile that could knock out U.S. satellites and wreak havoc to the American defense industry, indicating Beijing is gaining the upper hand in space warfare. Two defense officials familiar with reports of the test revealed to Washington Free Beacon on Monday that the test of a Dongnan 3 exo-atmospheric vehicle took place on October 30th and was conducted from the Korla Missile Test Complex in western China.
Not
Washington
good.
Free Beacon revealed that a forthcoming report by the U.S.-China Economic and Security Review Commission in Congress clarifies that the Chinese tests of supposed anti-missile defense systems, such as the one in the new test, are indeed meant to shoot down satellites.
They are indeed they're made specifically to shoot satellites out of space. This is a brand new weapon, the Dongnan 3, an atmospheric vehicle so we're talking Star Wars for real. And with China also working on another weapon, so's the United States, called the Rod of God, where from space, basically, high up there, they're able to shoot and zero in on targets and blow up, let's say, like chemical plants or things of that nature that can help create the kinetic energy. So what's going on now in Star Wars is if the Chinese gain the advantage and create this atmospheric vehicle, the Dongnan 3, if they're able to do this, where they can start shooting communication satellites, shooting defense satellites and surveillance abilities, start shooting U.S. satellites out of the space, this is a game changer. This is a game changer, especially when the Russians have been snooping around at the bottom of the ocean, peeking at the internet cables that run underneath the ocean. And we know that there's a lot of very, very intense manipulating going on, propaganda going on, and of course, every one of the big boys, Russia, China, the United States, and others, are moving assets all over the seas. So all of a sudden, the position in the waters is becoming a major concern, as everybody seems to be pointing a gun at everyone else. And so as the technologies increase, the prophecies come to pass. In other words, as I like to say, the technology is catching up with the prophecy. And we're witnessing it on a daily basis. So now here we are on the brink of World War III. Are you serious? I mean, this was something that people talked about 40 years ago, like someday there could be a World War III. No longer is it someday. I'm telling you, we're on the brink of it. And meanwhile, the United Nations continues their Agenda 2030 by using Agenda 21 and the Georgia Guidestones as their Bible. They are marching forward with a depopulation plan, a globalization of a communistic, totalitarian tyranny of super socialistic utopia, that I believe is what they're trying to create. Let's just call it what it is, a new world order. The spirit of the Illuminati is now moving in the land. Biblically, we would say it's this, the spirit of the Antichrist, because no matter how much control this monster wants to take, it requires a renouncing of Jesus Christ from your vocabulary. The vernacular speech can't even say Jesus no more if you're a chaplain within the United States military, even as you're preaching a funeral. Bibles have been dismissed and removed. Prayer no longer is in school, nor the Gideons knocking on the door. Instead, we've changed the signs outside the bathroom doors. We're so confused, we don't know if it's for men, women, or something in between. We have become a society so corrupted and so indulgent and so asleep spiritually that the enemies of that are starting to compass us are upon us, and we don't even know it. We're like Samson in the harlot's house. God is telling us it's midnight. Wake up, Samson. The enemies are around you. Will a miracle arise? Will America get out of the harlot's house? Spiritual, paganistic worship of secular, humanistic, and the worshiping the creature more than the creator? Will we get up and take literally the gates off its hinges and carry them toward the hills of Hebron? Or will we die in our miserable sin? This is a situation developing. You can know this. The enemies of democracy are working overtime while our politicians are pointing fingers, and our mass media is scrutinizing and splitting hairs. The world is ready to change hands. Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. Do not miss today's live broadcast. It starts at 12 noon Eastern. I plan on absolutely boring down on the very situations that we're facing. The beast is rising, but Christ is coming. Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. He's coming soon.